I go to the last point, which is, for me, it's also interesting because many people have told me that we are very happy to hear about the jewels of the Archdiocese. The jewels in the Archdiocese, the jewels of the Archdiocese. And I have also stressed that it's not only jewels, it's not only an object, perhaps only a particular building or a particular area. It could be also persons. It could also be associations. So therefore today I speak about the St. Vincent de Paul Society or congregation, the works that are done by them as one of the jewels of our Archdiocese. You might be surprised. What we call the SSVP. S stands for Saint, and the Society of the St. Vincent de Paul, SSVP, which is quite known in our Archdiocese. They have taken the place of the poor, and as the legacy of the poor and the traditions by which we serve the poor, perhaps St. Vincent de Paul is doing a great service. Just to get you a little backward, St. Vincent de Paul, as you know, is named after St. Vincent de Paul himself, a great saint. A saint who was born in 1581 and lived up to 1666. And he was known for the poor. He is known for his charity for the poor. We can understand these days we speak of our Saint Mother Teresa. For those area, that's in the 17th century, St. Vincent de Paul was something the honor, the regard that we give to Mother Teresa was something that was given in those ages to this particular saint. And he in his own time started a society, what we call the Confederation of Charity or Conference of Charity. He started it. And according to, he wanted to also to work for the missions, the education of the priest, etc. And the Society of St. Vincent de Paul was organized into a conference of charity and adopted with formal rules and regulations by a saintly person called Antoine Frederick Ozanam. He was born in the year 1813, and he also did a lot for St. Vincent de Paul. He was humble enough to not to name it after himself, but named this society after St. Vincent de Paul, knowing for sure that that man represented the poor. And so St. Vincent de Paul today is a worldwide society, a charity organization that in some countries you just mention about St. Vincent de Paul, people know you are speaking about the poor. You are speaking about helping the poor, and that's true. And worldwide, I am told, there are about what we call, the General Council has got about 3,100 members, 507 local communities in different countries. And St. Vincent de Paul is one of the societies, though it is a Christian, it is spread over all the continents, even in some places where Christianity is not there. So the 5 continents, 139 countries, and about 8 lakhs active members, 1.5 million volunteers. And this is the sort of the statistics for the world. You will be happy to know that in India, the Indian branch of the St. Vincent de Paul Society started in 1853. It was started in the world in 1833, which means within 20 years, St. Vincent de Paul was brought to India because India is a country that time needed a lot of help and support the poor, and perhaps the Christians were also strong enough to take it up to say that we will be the volunteers to serve the poor. And so the Superior Council of India was established in 1953. Today there are 82 central councils in 6 regions. You know, each council is as good as a particular area that is taken, and the councils put together becomes a region. So therefore the 6th region, and Bangalore region, it's not called as Bangalore region, but it's called as West India region, where the Bangalore council is established. And we are very happy to see that in Bangalore itself we have so many people who have volunteered themselves for the St. Vincent de Paul work, and besides there are members who are there. As far as I am told there are about 720 active members in our Archdiocese. Besides, there are thousands of auxiliary members, and active conferences are 72 in Bangalore, and there is a lot of charity work that is being done. The little statistics that I could gather, they run 3 old age homes. These 3 old age homes are what's called Silver Jubilee Old Age Home, the Jerem Home, and also Mother of Mines also has got a old age home. Besides, they have about 1085 families, what they call as adopted families. They adopt certain families, helping them for their basic needs, for the studies of the children, for the work, and so many other medicines, etc. They also undertake, St. Vincent de Paul is not only a physical charity, but also a spiritual charity. I have been telling them, when the soul is perhaps formed well, the hands also come out. So therefore, the spiritual charity or the spiritual reinforcement, the spiritual empowerment is also necessary. And I am told that this year they had almost 336 spiritual camps that were conducted, where people were brought together. I attended one such camp in the NBCLC that was conducted. I was told about 350 office bearers from different councils came together, and it was a beautiful experience that they wholly experienced joy and happiness to listen to the talks. For confessions, there were queues and a big queue. I celebrated the Eucharist for them. So such spiritual conferences, and also besides they help the poor in so many ways, buying the books for the children, giving rations to the poor. At the time of the COVID also they have been very much active. The skill development, visiting the sick, the aged, the hospitals, and so many good things they have done. In our Archdiocese, we have conceded to them for collection of one Sunday that they make outside the church, what we call the second collection, in order to further for this. I call St. Vincent de Paul a jewel in itself, because a jewel that shines even in darkness. And when we do for the poor, God helps us. And so the Vincent de Paul and the members, many of them are working, many of them are busy, many of them are corporates, but still in all humility to say that I will do my little bit for the poor in the St. Vincent de Paul Society. And so I would say, give all your encouragement, your support, your magnanimity, show it, especially to the St. Vincent de Paul Society, in order to allow them to grow and at the same time to share with the others.